What's good, YouTube? This your boy Lang, man, and I'm back here with another reaction video, Slime. And right now, I'm about to react to 10 times Family Guy got Family. I'm about to bro. I'm about to react to 10 times Family Guy played the race card. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all grew up watching Family Guy, y'all know Family Guy, bro. To me, Family Guy, bro, they insulted like every race. So like to me, like it wasn't really racist to me. You know what I'm saying? Because they would say things about every race that was true. You know what I'm saying? So, and they did it in like a funny way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in a like a dark humor type of way, but it was funny. You know what I'm saying? But Family Guy was one of my favorite shows growing up, and we about to see, I guess, the 10 times they played the race card. You feel me? But Family Guy, they got on every race, so I don't really understand how it was. I don't know. To some people, it probably was racist, but to me, it wasn't. And I grew up in a freaking Mexican household, and my older cousins and stuff put me on that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we about to see how they played the race card. But let's get into this thing, Slim. Let's go. And if y'all new over here, y'all probably know me for the music reactions. Obviously, the music reactions are cracking over here. They ain't going nowhere. Make sure y'all go run them reactions up. You feel me? Like, make sure y'all go run up every reaction. You feel me? And if y'all new over here, like I said, y'all probably know me for the music reactions. But obviously, I do more than that. You feel me? I do certain days. If y'all new over here, if you've been over here, y'all probably already know this. But for the new people that's over here, certain days I take a break from the music reactions and I do the forensic videos, the funny videos, just different type of videos. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get into this. This that 10 times Family Guy got. This that 10 times Family Guy played the race card. Let's get it, Slime. Let's go.
From Anne Frank to prom night dumpster babies, Family Guy has spent years touching upon controversial subjects as the joke creates adult animated material that pushes boundaries and attempts to offend in the name of comedy. Through the years, racism has been a common theme among these jokes, with almost no race left untouched. Take a look back at these insane moments and several times where the show may have taken things too far. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new Screen Rant content.
I'm gonna call Mahmood right now on this cell phone he gave me. Damn phone's busted.
Turban Cowboy. In the 2013 episode Turban Cowboy, Family Guy decided to have Peter befriend a Muslim man after being involved in a skydiving incident. You would think that Peter would push past stereotypes and build a bond that crossed cultures, but this is Family Guy we're talking about. In a stereotypical and racist fashion, the very first Muslim man Peter decides to befriend turns out to be a massive terrorist set out to blow up the Quahog Bridge. The outlandish plot only perpetuates the fear of Muslims and lumps them all into the same group of evildoers. Unbeknownst to him, Peter ends up joining the terrorist group and helps set off a series of bombs. In one of the more racist moments of the episode, Peter hops into the cab. The cab driver sees his Islamic outfit and pulls out a card with skin tones on it. The card design features lighter skin tones in the OK section and darker ones in the not OK. The quick gag expands the racist joke beyond Muslims to basically include anyone with darker skin. The episode Turban Cowboy is actually banned from re-airing, and surprisingly not because of the racist content. A quick cutaway.
Of course, the ads.
Someday I'll ask you a question that will change me forever. Showcases Peter driving through runners at the Boston Marathon, an animation made well before the marathon bombing.
Peter, what are you doing? Oh, surely, Jerome, you don't want to stay in the same house as a ghost who carries a torch around.
Peter dressed as the KKK. When the Family Guy takes plot elements of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, you know they are going to ramp up the race content just a little bit. In the episode entitled Baby Got Black, Chris starts dating Jerome's daughter Pam, and the race jokes start almost immediately. There's smaller moments like Lois talking about the black people she knows from TV, and Brian gets a few one-liners in there as as well. The episode attempts to portray a message about white privilege, but anyone who watches Family Guy doesn't expect a true moral conclusion. One of the more racist parts of the episode comes when Peter worries about Jerome hooking up with his wife. In an attempt to scare him out of the house, Peter dresses up like a ghost and carries a flaming torch. The getup is obviously a hood and outfit from the Ku Klux Klan, and Peter arrogantly waves his flaming torch around Jerome as Lois demands he takes the white hood off. Claiming ignorance and still referring to the costume as a ghost, Peter brushes it off like he's done nothing wrong. And in the end, the show tries to reverse the script by making Jerome seem like the racist one by disapproving of his daughter's relationship with Chris.
Silly rabbit, Twix are for kids.
You shall.
Offensive Asian jokes. While watching Family Guy, the fast and furious style of the show makes you forget quick gags or moments just as more jokes enter the scene. This is why, for years, Family Guy has inserted all types of offensive Asian jokes into their show, and people barely bat an eye. The jokes move quickly, feature stereotypes, and have been used in dozens of episodes. Stewie once worked in an Asian sweatshop. When he failed to complete his task, he was replaced with a newborn baby who was literally born on screen and put to work. Stewie has openly mocked Asian guys before, and once visited a stereotypical Asian Santa Claus. Multiple scenes throughout the series has also featured Quagmire with a lot of scantily clad Asian women that he often hooks up with. During a Christmas song, he even sings about them and the stuff they will all do together. If there's an Asian stereotype out there, then the show has likely touched upon it. This includes references to Japanese shows, their food, and the way they talk. There may not be a main plot about the Asian culture, but the show has filled in plenty of jokes over the years and even featured the whole Griffin family designed like Asian characters.
If I could take all the black people in the world and just buy a farm somewhere and let them all, well, you know what, that actually, that didn't really come out right.
Brian's awkward date. Despite being the family dog, Brian seems to have the most active love life in the whole Griffin family. We've seen him date all kinds of women, fall in love, and openly flirt with anyone he can. Then the show decided to have him date a black woman, and it seemed like everything his character knew went straight out the window. In the episode, Peter's God Woods, Brian goes to Meg's PTA meeting and meets a teacher by the name of Shauna Parks. Shauna Parks was voiced by Gabrielle Union for the season 4 episode. During their first date together, Brian tries to impress Shauna by bringing up a lot of black history, and even makes jokes about slaves along the way. Then Brian suggests they change the name of the school to Martin Luther King Jr. Regional High School. The plan moves forward, and Brian essentially uses basic knowledge of black culture to win over someone. The episode doesn't feature the most extreme forms of racism, but Brian's history with women and his confidence shouldn't have had him resort to basic racist stereotypes when trying to woo someone of color. Changing the character's traits takes away from the comedy and results in less laughs overall.
Yes, let's.
I mean, like I said, I can see how people could take this as racist, but like I said, Family Guy got on every race. Like, to me, it was just all jokes. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. I don't know. But I can see how a lot of people could take this offensive, though. I can see.
Go get sandwiches at that new deli I keep hearing about.
Road to India. For Family Guy, quick gags and jokes are their best way of getting away with offensive material. For the episode Road to India, their typical playbook was thrown out the window, so the show could dedicate a whole episode to making fun of traditional Indian culture and the residents. In a convoluted plot that feels like something out of The Simpsons, Brian and Stewie fly off to India, so Brian can meet up with a customer service representative he quickly got a crush on. Just seconds into the episode, Family Guy reveals they are pulling no punches by showcasing Stewie dressed and drawn as Gandhi. The jokes continue in the episode as the characters deal with crowd, Indian customs, and take on all kinds of stereotypes, including Stewie dressing as Aladdin for no apparent reason. Anyone with Indian culture or background can easily find something to get offended with through the episode. Their journey through India is disguised to make it seem like Brian is looking for a girl, when they are clearly there just to make fun of the culture.
Hey, thanks. Watch as you pee.
Native American moments. The Griffin family lives in New England, an area rich with Native American history and culture. Too bad the show doesn't show any of that, and instead seems to focus on outdated stereotypes and gags that have been done by countless other shows over the years. The Native American culture has been lampooned numerous times on Family Guy, including a local trip to a Native American-owned casino. The casino featured real slot symbols with ears of corn and teepees. The Native American casino workers all featured various tribal name puns, including change for a buck and deals with his wrist. Another episode imagines the whole city of Quahog as if all the citizens were Native Americans. Entitled Life of Brian, Stewie goes back in time and gives the Native Americans guns. Using these guns, they are able to prevent European settlers from taking over. The whole Griffin family were dressed as natives, including Stewie with a mohawk hairstyle. Then there's the whole fantasy flashback where Peter claims his grandfather was a Native American chief. All of the moments rely on basic stereotypes, and any type of Native American character who appears on the show is typically wearing a head feather and some of traditional Native American clothing.
Excuse me, do you know how to get to town? Yeah, it's back the way you came.
Racist animals. In an effort to get away with more racist jokes, Family Guy has a knack for turning to animals to deliver the lines. One of these animals is actually a Muppet known as Kermit the Frog. For several years, Kermit the Frog has been parodied on Family Guy, used in random scenes and even appearing with other Muppet pals like Miss Piggy. During one scene, we get to see Kermit's racial tendencies come out as he plays a banjo in his swamp. While strumming along, an African-American man rows up in a canoe and asks for directions. Out of nowhere, Kermit pulls out a shotgun and tells the man to go back the way he came. Kermit isn't the only animal Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane has used over the years to deliver racist jokes. For his Family Guy-inspired web series Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy, there is a short segment featuring a horse in a bar. When the other bar patrons make a joke about the horse, he retaliates with a racist black joke of his own. MacFarlane has added layers to the jokes by including the various animals, but when you break things down, racist jokes are racist jokes, especially when they're originally written by a bunch of white guys.
I need you to step out of the car, sir.
Peter, there's gotta be a better way.
He's got a knife! Ow, ow.
Racist police officers. In some cases, Family Guy can showcase racism through gags or jokes while trying to get a point across. Throughout multiple seasons of the show, Family Guy has touched upon the mistreatment of African Americans by police officers. While these moments are done in humorous ways, the racist messages are often more critical of the cops more than anything. And before he got his own spin-off show, Cleveland was often the victim of these racist police attacks. During one scene, Cleveland is an advanced police van which attacks him and plants a gun on him. In another episode, Peter becomes a cop and beats Cleveland down in order to make their interaction feel more realistic. Then Joe, a real cop, pulls up and joins in on the beating. Family Guy even did a whole song dedicated to African Americans celebrating the disappearance of cops as they were ordered to South America. Entitled A Brand New Day, dozens of black citizens unzip their white skin costumes and rejoice now that the police forces have the town and everyone is able to roam freely. Not only has the show featured cops, but multiple jail scenes have focused on racist elements, including Cleveland, Peter, Joe, and Quagmire getting pulled over by a racist.
I mean, I can see how a lot of people take this racist, take this offensive, like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is true, like, and I'll look at it today, like, you see it now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. To me, I mean, I didn't, I mean, I liked the Family Guy, but I didn't really watch it like that. And so a lot of this stuff, like, I'm just like, just now, I'm just like, man, because I remember some of these episodes, but I can see how a lot, like I said, I can see how a lot of different races like took this as racist. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I watched Family Guy. You know what I'm saying? And the times I watched it, you know what I'm saying? I never took anything racist. I took everything as a joke. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, like, I could definitely see how people took it the wrong way, because you see officers do all this type of you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't take it racist. I didn't take it no way, no personal way, you feel me? Y'all let me know, did y'all take that, like, did y'all ever take Family Guy, like, did y'all ever think it was, like, racist? Or, like, y'all looked at it as, like, funny, like I did, you feel me?
Southern cop and getting sent to prison.
What the hell?
Have you done ballet before?
I used to be a stripper.
crap, I'm black.
Peter Griffin, husband, father, brother? For some reason, multiple cartoons have decided to dive back into history and somehow add an African American slave into their family tree. It happened on The Simpsons in 2010, but 9 years prior, Family Guy did the same thing in a more controversial fashion. Family members, the Griffin family tree, the writers and animators on the show use it as an excuse to get away with making race jokes than they ever have before. The episode in question is season 3's Peter Griffin, husband, father, brother. Here, we learn about Nate Griffin, a long-lost black relative who basically looks like an African-American version of Peter. Not only does Peter have black family members, but his ancestor just happened to be a slave. Then Peter basically mocks slavery and the torture real people went through by trying to cash in on reparations. The episode feels awkward to watch and has a lot of backwards thinking when it comes to the views and treatment of the history of slavery. A comedic animation doesn't need to have these deep and moral lessons, but it also doesn't need to mock the ancestry of slaves and the struggles everyone went through for so many years.
I gotta get a Greenstein or a Rosenblatt of my very own.
I need a Jew. If there's a song on Family Guy, the happy and upbeat tone is typically matched with some pretty controversial lyrics. Musical numbers like Iraq Lobster and Down Syndrome Girl push the limits when it comes to content. But when you consider racist songs, I Need a Jew takes the cake. Using Jewish stereotypes, Peter longs to have a Jewish accountant help fix some of his money woes. The song features a number of Jewish visual references along with lyrics referring to typical Jewish last names, a stereotype of them whining, and the ways they are able to save money. After the initial airing, some of the lyrics received criticism, and the whole song had to be changed. The line in question was, "Even though they killed my lord." A censored version was released, which completely changed the line to, "I don't think they killed my lord." Even with the one-line change, the song remained offensive and taps into some of the oldest Jewish stereotypes. The song itself was based upon the classic Disney song, "When You Wish Upon a Star." And we're pretty sure the original creators didn't have this version in mind when they originally created the song.
How the hell did you know I'm an accountant?
Hello, Max Weinstein?
Wow, what moment?
Anyway, like I said, did y'all ever find Family Guy offensive to y'all? Y'all let me know. Like, to me, like I told y'all, no, I never looked at it as offensive or racist. Like, to me, I looked at it as jokes and being funny. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Family Guy is one of my favorite shows of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it as just all jokes. And like I said, if y'all new over here, y'all already know more type of videos like this are coming. Like I said, more music reactions. We doing it all on the channel, like I said. And I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. And like I said in my last reaction video, y'all let me know who y'all got in the Super Bowl. Like, y'all got Tom Brady or y'all got Patrick Mahomes. Me, I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a 49ers fan, as y'all know. But if I were to bet on somebody, I would go for Tom Brady. It's just my opinion. But a lot of people think Patrick Mahomes is going to beat him. Me, I don't think so. But y'all let me know who y'all got. And like I said, I'm going to get at y'all next time. Y'all stay safe. And I love y'all. And I'm out this thing, slime. One.